everyone, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Brandon.
And this is Fish or Price Ranch. Hi, baby. Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Sarah with Fish or Price Ranch. First off, please don't forget to subscribe and like this video. So we're getting a ton of rain, as you saw in my last video with the rabbits. And so we're gonna head out here and check on the goats and see how they're doing. Basically, because of the amount of rain that we're getting, we're already at almost an inch since this morning. And it's only about a little after noon. And so I've been like slowly feeding the goats a little bit throughout the day because the rain does get the hay wet. I can't put it all in their house or they fight over it. And so anyway, so we'll be going over there to throw a little bit more hay to them, and we'll give you guys an update and show you guys all the goats. The rain does not bother them all that much. It's not raining that hard. It's been a light rain all day. Hi Blaze, hi Storm. Hi, how we doing, huh? And so they have their house over there, which is staying nice and dry on the inside. But everybody's looking pretty good. We're seeing Blaze again. Hi, buddy. We're starting to see the bellies on the girls are getting bigger, so we could definitely tell who is pregnant and who is not. As you can kind of see on her, she's getting a little pooch belly right there. Ravenna is pregnant. Sequoia hopefully is pregnant. She was bred a little bit later. Hi Blaze, we see you again. Yes, I know. Andromeda didn't take. She's been going into heat. Sapphire unfortunately is one of the ones that had a miscarriage. Trillium's pregnant. Finn is pregnant. I believe that's Velvet over there. She is pregnant. Forget Me Not, you could definitely see her belly. Hi girl. How you doing, Storm? Tinkerbell's definitely pregnant. She's got a nice big belly. Maya's pregnant. You could see Daphne's belly is getting bigger. And actually look at her vulva is nice and big as well. Let's see who else. I'm hopeful on Pippa. She always has a big belly. She is one that didn't get pregnant last year, so we're really hopeful that she does get pregnant this year, or hopefully is pregnant, and hopefully gives us another girl. We've only ever gotten one girl out of her, and that is Ravenna right here, so we're hopeful. Ebony, sorry, my hand's kind of, she's getting over, we ended up having to treat her for worms, so she's getting over that, but she's doing really good. She's staying strong. That's why she's not as healthy looking as the rest. And then Primrose over there, the red one, she unfortunately had a miscarriage. And then we've got more in the house over there, which I'll show you in a minute. Okay, I ended up just throwing some hay real quick, so everybody came rushing out of the house. Pinky was in the house. She is still pregnant, I do believe. She is also the other one that we ended up having to treat. She is an old girl, so you know, with everything they dealt with the move, I opted to go ahead and treat a couple of the goats just because they've been through so much. But out of all these goats here, those are the only two that have needed treatment. Everybody else looks fantastic, so I'm really happy about it. Savannah's pregnant here. The other one that miscarried was Divinity right there. And then Jewel unfortunately miscarried. But everybody else looks like they are pregnant still. So we just have the one that didn't take and the 4 miscarriages. Luckily we haven't had any more miscarriages ever since. Azalea here looks like she's pregnant, thank goodness. Now she is our goat that has cancer. If you guys missed that video, basically it happens on lighter goats, lighter white goats, and you see it around their butt. You can see the sores that she has there. They will just keep getting irritated. They can bleed. So basically we're trying to get a daughter out of her to replace her. We're hoping it'll be a darker color, so hopefully we don't deal with more cancer. Some cases they live a very long and happy life. Other cases they don't last very long. She looks super healthy. Considering the cancer, she has not needed any kind of treatment of any kind her entire life, and she is out of Pinky over there who did need treatment. So that shows some really good promise for her. So we are hopeful that she will give us some offspring to pass on her awesome genetics. So we will keep you guys updated on her. I've heard 2 different cases of when they give birth. Sometimes it makes the cancer spread really quickly. Other times it didn't do anything to it and they still lived many, many years. So it's one of those cases where basically we're just going to see what happens and make sure she doesn't suffer. She doesn't act like she's in any pain, and she's still obviously eating very well. Before anybody says anything, yes, I'm still feeding on the ground currently because I don't have an option. We were putting it on their house, but as you can see, that's covered in manure now too, so I don't really have an option. I'm working on some fencing down here where they were getting out because we hadn't finished it yet. So once I get that done, we'll move them out here where it's grassy and get them off of this ground for a little bit. We can't afford troughs right now. So basically we're just going to do this for the moment, and it's working out okay. So before anybody says anything, that's just sometimes what we have to do. But everybody else is looking really, really good. Hopefully Velvet here will give us some girls. She's always given us boys. She's our largest doe in our herd. She's homegrown. So we're really hoping she'll give us some daughters that'll pass on these amazing genetics. So that's what's going on in the doe pen. So let's go see the boys. Okay, whew, I made it down in the buck pen. As you can see, I am drenched. I was out with the goats for a while, with the girls after I did the last little bit of video. So I just made it to the buck house. And we had to fix the roof the other day because we never got to finish it. And on the back side here was still getting wet, and it was getting their mineral buffet wet. So we finally got it switched, and look, it's working. The only wet spot I see is there, and then of course out at the edge. But it's keeping all their minerals nice and dry now, so I'm super happy about that. So let me show you guys the boys. So, well, here's Thor. Hi, Thor. And Hulk, father and son. Yeah, good boys. And they protect our boys. Huh. I know, so excited. So excited. Thor was our original Karakachin. Yep. We got him when he was 13 weeks old. He's, I believe, 6. Yeah, you just turned 6 like a month ago, huh? And here's our boys. So we gave all the goats protein tubs. I talked about that in the last video with the goats on our big update. So the boys are just starting to get to it. Hi, look at your face. But our 3 remaining boys are doing really well. Hi, Kronos. He is our last remaining of our weaned bucklings that we were retaining. Some we had sold off, and then the others we had lost. Franklin, we were doing that raffle, but we really didn't have a lot of interest. So we're just going to keep him. He's sired. We'll be siring quite a few offspring that are going to be born in March. And then Cosmos here, he lost quite a bit of weight, and he is one of the bucks that we did treat. And he seems to be doing a lot better. You could see it in his face. He didn't feel good. He didn't move around a whole lot. And now he's running around acting like his old self again. So now we just have to get all his weight back. So we opted to go ahead and start giving him a little bit of alfalfa pellets just for a little extra feed. We don't grain our goats, so that's the extra feed that he's going to get. Yeah. What is that, huh? So we just, that's what they're finishing up. I threw some alfalfa pellets in their mineral bucket. These guys don't need it. They're both fat and happy. But everybody's going to get some because this is our last 3 boys. We want to get them as friendly as possible. Cosmos, of course, is super friendly. Kronos is still skittish, but he's coming around. Same with Franklin. They'll at least come to food now. So anyway, that's the update on our boys. Was that good? Yeah, was that good, buddy? Yeah, good boy. But yeah, they're doing really good. So like I said, Cosmos just needs to gain a ton of weight. But he's already looking a ton better. You could see it before in his face. He just looked like he didn't feel good, and now he's got that sparkle in his eye again, and he's looking a lot better in his face. Looks happy again, huh? Yes, you look happy again. I don't have any more cookies. I'm sorry, bud. Getting foggy out there. Well, that's our update for the goats. There's not a whole lot going on with the goats, so I've been more focusing on videos of the rabbits lately. But hopefully you guys enjoyed seeing the goats and all this rain we're getting. We need it, and we are happy to have it. This is why we moved here from Arizona. Over there was so dry. The weather was always terrible, hot, super windy and dry, and you know, we get here and we're getting rained on, and 10 inches of rain, and rain here and rain there and rain here. I love it, actually. So I'm definitely not complaining. I love this kind of weather. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you soon.